All right, seasickness update. I'm feeling a little bit better right now. Not great, and it's pretty windy, so I think we're gonna have a windy night.
You're pretty bad out there today.
I was really bad. Not only did I think, I don't know, I wasn't scared. Here's the thing, I was not scared at all.
It's the final factor?
Yes.
Okay. And then we leave tomorrow morning, yes?
Yes.
You ready to leave this place?
Yeah, I guess I'm ready. I'm ready for new adventures. We have this saying, I guess, I don't know if it's an American saying or English, and I don't even know if it translates to other languages. It takes a lot of people to make something succeed. Let's snooze a little bit.
It's time to wake up. We are finally leaving the dock. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Morning breath.
Today is a very monumental day in world towning voyages, world towning at sea, world towning everything history. We're leaving our home port. We've done it now a couple times, going here and there, but we are going away for good. We're traveling. We're finally like adventuring. We have a purpose. We have a destination. We gotta wake up the kids. Avalon. We gotta wake up soon. I know. Largo. We're sailing soon.
Already awake.
There you go.
My alarm woke me up.
High five. Our adventure today is basically taking us to, well, we're venturing towards Italy starting now. And we have to catch the winds because they're gonna get bad in like 2 or 3 days. So it's gonna be a touch and go start and finish type thing. We're starting super early because there's a curfew going on nowadays. It's from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And so we're gonna start like around 5:45. Just get out of the marina by 6 a.m. and just head out, just jet. How's it feel to be getting everything ready before daylight, Avalon? You guys hanging in there?
It feels cold.
Yeah.
And wet because we stepped on the patch of water on the dock.
Beyond that?
And tiring. It's so far not very fun. But I'm sure once the sun comes up, it'll get better. I liked it better when we were in the RV and I could just like get up and like stumble to the seat and just like lay down on the seat and then get going that way.
But here's the better part though.
What?
You can actually sleep while we're driving now.
I know, that I am excited for. But I have class right after this, so I can't. After that.
But you can actually cook a meal and everything else while you're going too. Listen.
Debatable.
You're going to be learning that this is going to be a totally different ride than the RV. Not better, not worse.
Just different.
Just different. Alright, so this is the first launch of Esprit Friendship under our command that is going to be going from point A to point B and not coming back. Maybe back one day. But this is exciting stuff. Alright, and with that, we are out of here. Say goodbye to Port Camargue for a while. Avalon, how does it feel like to be under the stars?
Tiring.
Like under the fake stars.
No fake stars. Under the stars we made ourselves.
Ready, guys?
I am
Here we go.
so ready.
And just like that, Largo, we are off. What do you think?
I'm happy for new adventures, but I'm gonna miss all of this.
All of this? What do you miss most about Port Camargue?
Having a running route.
Having a running route. I think our next port will have one. Are you going to be the first to check it out?
Most likely.
All right, do you need a nap now?
I'm gonna stay up all night.
And with that, there was no looking back, and we were finally on our way. We're setting a course to Italy, but along the way, we're going to spend some time in a few very special places. Our first destination is a 2 to 3 day sail away from Port Camargue in our former hometown of Hyeres, France.
Perfect. Just starting light out.
So it was time to raise up the sails and see how the wind would treat us. And for the first couple moments, it was really nice. But we knew that we could not enjoy this for very long.
So we've gotten a pretty slow start on the day today. It is about 8-9 knots of wind, but it's truly like 100% downwind, meaning that it's just straight at our back. And that is ideally what you want to have, but with such light winds, it's kind of hard to keep the general filled. So we've started up the engine again, and ideally we would have loved to raise the spinnaker. Basically, when we tried to get up the first time, there's an issue with the sock. It's possible to get it up, but it's a real challenge, and for our inexperienced crew, we're not ready to take up that challenge right now, so we're gonna have to get that serviced. There is hopefully a place where we're landing at in like a few days that we'll have a sailmaker who can almost like rebuild our sock so we can get up without a problem. And then without that, I think sailing in these truly just downwind conditions is going to be a little bit of a challenge. All that being said, motoring hopefully will not last for too long. There is, I think, once you're going to pick up in a little bit, then we can then just extend out the Genoa and then be good to go. But we're out there. I don't know. Are we cheating by motoring?
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready?
So off we were under motor. There was foul weather coming, and we needed to make sure we stayed ahead of it. Now, it is said that it takes about 3 days to get your sea legs underneath you, and I'm really hopeful that this will happen. Heck, we even had a patron send us some stuff to help me get through it. All right, we have a package from Jessica, who's one of our patrons. She said she has the secret to cure my seasickness. So, oh, look at this. It looks like candy, Avalon. All kinds of peppermints. This is so sweet, thank you. It's gonna be the next thing I try. But I simply think that this is a portion of our life that we have to come to terms with, and hopefully it will pass.
A sailing adventure, this is not. A cruising adventure, well, that's yet to be seen. But nevertheless, Jessica, though, has determined that she's going to take the laying down route for this. She's not feeling that great. How you feeling?
Listen, I'm not gonna give up. I'm trying different seasickness stuff today. I'll show you later in the video because I can't get it out of my pocket right now. I feel awful. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not ready to sell the boat or anything, but I'm confident I can conquer this. But wow, I feel like shit. Like I just want to get in the dinghy and go to land right now. I don't think I've ever been so sick on a boat. It's not even that bad. It's really not that bad. I'm not scared. I'm just very, very sick. And so the rest of day one was just getting us to our destination for the night, Marseille.
So we just landed now in our spot for the night. We weren't expecting to stop at a place this interesting. It's like rustic ruins around here. I think we traveled more than half the distance to where we plan on going to Hyeres. And this is a good thing because the weather's starting to get heated up.
Dad, it looks like we're gonna be running in the woods.
Yeah, I know. So
This is like a reality TV show.
there's very little shelter here, so we're just gonna hopefully just get tied up.
One of the things that drives us batty is coming into a new marina because it's never clearly marked where you're supposed to park, where visitors parking is. We always call ahead and they still are very vague about where we need to go. So of course we hooked up to the wrong spot and now we're gonna go find the right spot, hopefully. All right, second time's a charm. We gonna find it this time?
It's right by the pizza place.
And you can sniff out the pizza, right? Will has a special sniffer for pizza.
We're working on it.
And if we could get pizza before, is it open?
curfew's not for another 45 minutes.
Well, it might be a pizza.
And it is Friday.
And it's Friday.
It is Friday. So this is silver linings to this motor sailing.
And Will, you must be starving at this point because you've barely eaten, and I've been sick all day, so I haven't had anything since breakfast. Day 2, are you ready?
I'm glad that the sun's up a little bit because being in these neck of the woods, there's a lot of like unknown fishing vessels and things without AIS that go bump in the night. And
we don't want to go bump with them, right?
no, having the extra 15 minutes is helpful, just getting us a little bit of daylight. It's gorgeous here. You can see the city lights of Marseille right over there. And we're being pushed off the dock kind of like this way. So we're going to release the front end lines, let that push us out, and then eventually get the back end line out. And Jessica and I are going to take off by ourselves. It's going to be a race to the finish. The wind's supposed to pick up a little bit. I'm ready to get out of here. Get to you.
When Will says we're going to take off by ourselves, we're not actually leaving the kids here. We're going to let them sleep in. They were both up chatting online with friends pretty late last night, and we think we can handle this. Of course, if it gets to the point where we don't think we can handle this, their shoes and their life jackets are right by the door, and they will be ready to go in a moment's notice.
Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. Haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed
Big Bertha.
feels just like
My favorite fender.
That would protect us in everything, doesn't it?
Right?
Why did she go?
Get that big guy out of the way. We have on here, when we learned about our sailing levels with our instructor, we actually did something really clever. We put ourselves reef marks into the reef line for the main. And essentially, if I put it up to here, we know that it's not going to go out of the roller furler. Because we had an issue with that the other day. So with that in place, we're free to sort of pull it away and not issues with the roller furler in the slightest. We are head to, well, we're going way downwards, so we're just going to sort of roll it back. We shouldn't have any issue with any jiving. Because once we're out, we are sort of going in one simple direction, and that is due south. And it'll be nice and easy. Let's get out of here. We will not be motoring for one day.
I don't know. Teresa.
Tighten up, tighten up. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for our neighbor.
Is it our official morning welcome from Justin Will at the helm? So last night, guys, just to give you a quick wrap up because we didn't shoot anything. Once we got to our docking spot, we found our spot. It was lovely. We ordered takeout pizza. We ate. We did a YouTube live. Thank you for everyone who attended, and it's on YouTube if you didn't see it. And then we crashed. We were so tired and so worn out from yesterday. So
it crashed. It was like 11 p.m. So
it was a late crash.
It wasn't exactly like, you know, oh, I'm exhausted from all day sailing at 6:15. I'm done. It was a full day. It was a full day.
So we're rested as much as one can be on 5 hours sleep. We're heading out again today. It looks like it's going to be between a 6 and 7 hour sail.
Around 7 to 8 hours. We've got 1.5 meter waves, but they're spaced out pretty well, and we're gonna have it all at our back. So I'm thinking that we're gonna try and sail some of it. Yeah. I don't know how much we are. Some of you guys gave us suggestions as far as going ahead and doing the double masted, equal each side technique. There's a name to it. I forget.
Wing to wing.
Wing to wing. We might try that. Depending how we feel.
Depending on how I feel, and depending on how we're doing on time, because the winds are really supposed to pick up this afternoon, so we need to get in pretty quick.
But that may help us.
It may help us. Yep. So, seasickness. So today I took Dramamine. And our friend Jill gave me a suggestion of putting a lemon under my nose. So I'm actually doing both. And I gave the kids the homeopathic stuff I took yesterday because they were mildly seasick. So I woke them up because you have to take it before you leave. So I woke them up this morning, gave it to them, and then they went back to sleep. So we're gonna see how it all works out today. You may see a lot of footage with me like this. Luckily I like the smell of lemons and gives a nice fresh scent under my nose, and we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted.
It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a sunny day. It always makes things good.
Now, yes, we were looking at a spectacularly sunny day, but one of the things that we were not prepared for when leaving Marseille was the Mistral winds that were brewing. Definitely not something for the faint of heart, and for a family just getting off the dock for the second time, this was a lot for all of us to take at once.
So we are basically about 20 minutes out of the gate, and this kind of feels like leaving San Francisco. I've never left San Francisco before, but I've been told that it's like the roughest passage that you ever want to get out of the city. Marseille and us don't really get along too well. Every time we go there, it turns into a big fiasco, either with a mess with the public transportation, or it's a mess with us driving around. We got in a car accident in Liveaboard when we were there, and now in Friendship, well, we're finding out that Friendship's pretty darn tough, and she can take just about anything that's thrown at her. It's looking like about 2-meter waves at this point, and Jessica's hanging in there. Once we make the turn out of the rocks from here, it is going to be everything at our back, and because the waves are basically coming at us from the beam, so it's not pretty, but it's not going to last for long. Jess, you doing okay? No. She says no. She's scared. Everything's being tossed around outside.
And when Will said that everything was being tossed around, he was not kidding. But there was no ambition to assess the mess until we got into the downwind position with the waves behind us.
So we have got ourselves into a bit of a predicament here. Hi, Largo.
Hello.
How's the pizza from last night?
It's moderate.
So what happened as we were taking off is that we had ourselves a bit of a tumble. So we were flopping all over the place. There's coffee stains all over because my cup of coffee we didn't put away. Stupid move. And we are now having to pick all this up. There's like coffee all over this settee couch. That is going to be a project. The Death Star fell down and it basically survived. I am shocked that a Lego structure like the Death Star, but it is a Death Star. How bad's the damage to the Death Star?
Moderate damage, but this thing is a tank.
It is. How much work has to go back into it?
Like 20 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Thank you.
The dark side is strong with this Death Star.
That's funny. That's funny.
I don't think we're gonna sail today. The powers that
we
be.
were ever going to.
I thought we were going to. I honestly did. I was hoping that we were going to, but that's fine. We're gonna be in our port by like 5 hours ish if we're lucky. In the meantime, we're passing through the Calanques, which is gorgeous. And on your left, you'll find where the original stone inhabitants. Anyway, it's really pretty. In the meantime, Jessica is
Helming.
helm.
Go figure. This skin has not seen sun in so long. This is interesting because I haven't helmed in I don't want to say volatile weather like this because it's not really volatile, but it's probably the most extreme. So I have to really stay focused, and I'm using right now just because it's hard to see the devices down here. Just using the sun as my line because we're pretty much just heading east all day. We do have it mapped out here, guys. I'm not just kind of freestyling it, but just to get us through this little bit here. And the wind is really pushing us all over the place, so I actually have to be quite attentive. And the rest of the journey was pretty much the same until the last 2 hours, but we did get ourselves into a bit of surfing.
We have about 2 hours and change throwing down some serious waves. I felt the boat surfing for the first time, and it was cool. Jessica didn't think it was cool.
Jessica weighing in? No, Jessica didn't like it at all. At all. But I've got to get used to it, and I'm still here. But for the record, I did not like it. So yesterday I was seasick. I didn't like that. And today I'm surfing on the waves, and I don't like that either. And someone's going to comment and say, well, Jessica doesn't like sailing. I will get there, guys. It's just going to take time. This is taking me way, way out of my comfort zone. Holy moly. This is no fooling around. It is said that the Med is the training ground for some of the toughest sailors. That might be right, but I'm not quite sure that this is what we wanted out of the gate.
There!
Stay with the boat. They look small, huh?
They're adorable.
So we are now officially on the last stretch of our journey. It is about an hour. It feels like an hour. We're a mile and a half away from our port, and we just entered 37 knot winds. And well, we have no head sail up, so that's a good thing. And we're reefed on the main, and this is just a plain,
So
freaking annoying.
yeah, so the winds are pretty heavy, and we're almost in. We're in kind of inside the sheltered area, believe it or not, when the winds picked up. So luckily we planned accordingly and followed the weather, and we're going to make it in just in time.
Yeah, this is what we got.
But within a few kind of tense moments, we finally did make it.
Cordière, cordière, cordière. C'est SV, friendship, friendship, friendship.
And as much as we wanted to film the sheer relief, we were just glad to arrive before we thought about selling the boat.
So we're backing into a spot which doesn't sound that foreign to us. However, there's like a mooring ball up front. So instead of having like poles on the side, which we hear is kind of archaic, we have to lasso up our own ropes to the front, which is going to be a first for us. I don't know, do we have to take out this guy, or do we have to like go ahead and just go out there with a boat hook? It's pretty far away.
We could Google how to do it.
I have a feeling we should have done that first and then done this second.
Wait.
Ready?
Wait. Drop. Drop.
There we go.
Okay.
Where's his paddle?
Okay, now you have to be careful as it flakes out, Largo, because it's right there.
I know.
You can tell I'm a nervous dad. It's the first time doing
Nervous
this.
what? That he's gonna fall in, you're gonna have to go get him?
Well, the problem is that we're in the Mistrals, and so it means that we're getting like in the marina like 15 knot gusts. I think he's strong enough to get himself back here. But you got a safety line, Largo. Remember, we love you.
Now, when it comes to saving the day, I really like to play the superhero. Let's just call it natural instinct. So, when it came to tying up the boat, I am always game to jump on the paddleboard and get adventurous.
Largo, maybe you can go kite surfing after this. Good morning from the commune, the town, the city of Hyeres, France. All right, so we are here. We're gonna be spending quite a bit of time here, about 2 weeks, and the ambition, the goal, the what we're trying to accomplish here is get back to our roots. We spent a year living here.
We did, and this place, every time we come into it, whether it's a train, plane, RV, or now boat, feels like a nice, warm blanket. It feels like our European home, and I'm pretty excited to be here for a couple weeks.
And the first thing we're gonna see, besides sort of the marina right there, how cool is this place? There's a market like right over here.
A farmer's market, which we have been dying for. France has the best fruits and veggies markets there is, and we haven't seen one in 6 months.
And I'm
So
super hungry.
time to go.
Let's go.
Honey with lavender. Oh, I'm so happy. How many should we get, Will? Just one for now, you think?
It's gonna take a while to get through all that. And you see, for the last 6 months we were hanging out in Port Camargue, our COVID hangout spot. There were markets outdoors like this, but they were kind of out of the way. And to have this outside of our boat right now is it's remarkable.
It is remarkable. It took us about 30 seconds to walk here. I'm gonna guess it's only once a week, maybe twice a week, but we will take that over not at all in 6 months.
Conte I have yesterday, but I finished.
Oh no, that's his favorite.
2 year old. It was very good, very strong. Yes. Today I have just this one.
Is similar or?
Same family.
Okay, same family. We can do that. We're not too picky.
And to have non-grocery store cheese, it's either way, French cheese is amazing.
I feel
Grocery
like
store or not.
I'm gonna pick it up and just like start gnawing on it like an apple.
1, 2.
And deux.
What are you getting, honey?
We're getting octopus salad, and it is one of the things that we actually got to enjoy a lot when we were hanging out at the marina before everything went on lockdown. We haven't had a restaurant open since November, and we used to go to our local place right when we got on the boat and have this all the time.
It was date night.
I'm so glad we found this again. Now we have to find some like rosé wine.
We could just go sit on the grass and eat it, pretend it's
We
date
just sit on the
day.
dock. Are you kidding me? It's like the best view.
It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight tomorrow.
Hello guys, do we look different? We're clean.
We look cleaner.
We don't have as much clothing on.
Refreshed.
We don't have our wool hats on. We're ready to go. So after the market, we took showers. I took a nap. The Dramamine kicked my butt. It got rid of the seasickness, but honestly, I was like, and Will was like, you need to go take a nap.
Now it's time to enjoy. We have our octopus salad and then our tapenade, and we can't wait to dig into this cheese. And finally, as a little reward for finally making everything happen, we have a little cocktail.
We're celebrating
All
a bit
that
today.
being said, cheers.
All right, so the plan was originally a 3-day sail. Quickly on, we were checking the weather and we realized that 3 days was not going to be good because you'll hear through us chatting that the wind is crazy today.
It's said that the worst piece of equipment you could have on board a boat is an agenda. And for us, we did. We had to be here by today, and we realized that, you know, to make that happen, we had to go ahead and get ourselves into a position that was a little uncomfortable. Take a deep breath.
Yeah. That was a pretty uncomfortable sail. I don't know. I think you were okay, but for me, an entire day of seasickness, and then almost the second day, I was like scared to death most of the time. But
there were a few white knuckle moments, and that's okay, because we realized that as new sailors, there are moments that we're gonna be a little bit uncomfortable.
I think we're gonna have to be in these situations, right?
And we can always just say we're gonna play around the marina and have fun and only go out when it's nice. But you're not going to go around the world thinking like that.
I mean, our plan is not to be weekend sailors on the good weekends. Our plan is to circumnavigate, you know, at some point, and we're going to have to be in this kind of weather.
It just felt like moments like the waves behind us were going to swallow us up. And I know that's just the way it runs. The waves were right behind us, and they were just pushing us along. But like the wave energy is it pulls back and then it pushes forward.
Right.
And it was really interesting being in that, because I don't think it's the last time being in that.
Oh gosh.
But I know that you know, it's almost like, okay, rest easy.
mean,
this is the way it goes. The boat's built for this. The boat handled magnificently.
She is fabulous. And the reality of it is, we knew going into it, if we were going to learn to sail on the Med, we knew what we were getting into. It's volatile, it's crazy, it's winter. This is what it is. It would not be my favorite place to learn to sail, but it is what it is, and we want to be sailing and sailors, and I guess we are sailors now. So
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah,
cheers,
we
guys.
actually made it.
Cheers.
Thank you. So
we've got all of our creature comforts for food here,
and our next vlog is going to be
Life
all
is good.
about life here in Hyeres. All right, talk to you guys later, and
thank you.
If you haven't subscribed, make it happen.
And thank you guys for all the support. We got tons and tons of messages during the sale. Thank you. We love you. Bye. Homeopathic thing that I got at the French pharmacy. And then one of our patrons, Jessica, sent me a bunch of these that are supposed to work great for seasickness. I think both of these probably work in mild situations. I'm a bit of a...
This was not a mild situation.
I don't know if it wasn't a mild situation, but enjoy the peppermint, hope it helps. Oh my gosh, look at this cute family. You guys are adorable. And there's a note in here. Oh, I love personal notes. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole note, but...
We're using a heat gun to start a barbecue. Do everyone in France do it like this?
No.
So thank you guys.
Donc merci à tous.
We really, really appreciate it. I know we came here with no knowledge and now we have just a little bit. Right? There's only up from nothing, right? Because I'm not stopping sailing, so we gotta figure it out.
It too, it's candy.
smells delicious.